Part 11 Rescue Mission. I should lower down the volume a little bit. Okay, better. Oh, two girls on me? Where's three? The door and window lies half open. The evening breeze whips the beige curtains, gently tapping them against the windowsill again and again. Nervatia sits at her desk, the open copy of Cyronano de Bergerac for her untouched for some time now. Her gaze remains downcast, fixed on the bed by the window. The bedsheet is immaculately smooth without a single wrinkle. The pillow perfectly positioned. Even Margaret's stuffed rabbit, easily tucked carelessly by her pillow, sits forlornly, in the corner as if long forgotten. The bed has remained that way for exactly 2 days now. Oh, Margaret's gone? The setting sun casts light across the desk, the breeze lifting one corner of the training schedule the Jingo tossed there last week. Beneath it are lines Nervatia's absent-mindedly marked to count the days. Suddenly, the door lock makes a soft sound. Nervatia's shoulders tense almost imperceptibly for a moment before slowly relaxing. She listens as the familiar's footsteps slip into the room, bringing with them the cool night air and a hint of sweet, fruity fragrance. Oh, it is Margaret, never mind. Nervatia, I'm back! Margaret's voice is wrapped in sunshine as she approaches from behind, reaching her arms around Nervatia's shoulders to plop two small bags down onto the open book with a soft thud. These are... I'm guessing it's fruits? Sweets? Margaret. Nervatia stands up, her voice steady but deeper than usual. Where have you been the past 2 days? Oh, it was Margaret! Never mind. Oh god, I should not take it back. The room falls silent for several seconds, with only the soft rustling of wind-blown curtains to be heard. Nowhere special. The produce in Uncle Bouillot's garden was ripe, so I went to the countryside and learned lots of interesting things for him. Her voice remains cheerful, but her fingers unconsciously fidget with the hem of her skirt. Look at these! Look! I picked some fresh blueberries for you, Nervatia, and the other bag has star fruit for Jadinka. Margaret, why didn't you tell us beforehand? Nervatia presses further. I was going on a trip. Margaret avoids Nervatia's gaze, looking down as she fiddles with the bag of her blueberries, her voice gradually fading. I wonder where she went. Nervatia watches Margaret's lowered lashes for a moment quietly, her stern expression gradually softening. Please make sure to let us know next time, okay? We're both really worried about you. Margaret doesn't answer immediately. She just nods slowly, her fingers letting go of her skirt as she mumbles something softly. Yeah. A month has passed since the end of the battle to defend Kardaki, where the trio claimed the Dominic Patrol title. Green shoots break through Kardaki's cold silence as early spring arrives. With their scout training complete, the girls had received an excellent education as they laughed and grew under the nurture of a collectivist city. In Kardaki, they will grow up like every student there, instead with fine qualities, becoming the citizens the world government needs, ultimately joining the battle to protect Earth and building a better tomorrow. Every person in Kardaki yearns for such a future, and Nervatia is no exception on this day. She wants to stand alongside Margaret and Jadinka to fulfill their duty toward a better tomorrow. But then, Margaret begins disappearing intermittently, seemingly out of nowhere. Sometimes she's gone for just a night, other times for up to 2 days. Damn, what? That's so important. She might be caught up with something, maybe like early ascendant. I don't know. That's what I'm guessing. Maybe. Nervatia and Jadinka pay little mind at first. Kardaki is vast, with endless academic work and labor duties each day. They respect Margaret's personal life and silently accept her secrecy about her whereabouts. The first time, Margaret vanishes for 2 days, returning with a smile and a story about helping bake bread for a celebration. The second time, she misses 2 consecutive days of training, returning pale-faced yet insisting she has merely caught a cold. The third time, Margaret spends the entire day curled up in bed, drifting in and out of consciousness as if struck by a serious illness. Her hair is damp with sweat, and her breathing is worryingly faint. What the? They had tried asking, but Margaret always deflects their questions with smiles and gifts. They had tried waiting, when to witness her condition worsen with each return. Fearing Margaret is being hard, Nervatia and Jajika take turns keeping a constant watch over her, determined to discover where she has been disappearing to. One afternoon, Jajika witnesses someone in a sedan parked outside the school, roll down the window to speak with Margaret, who has been waiting there. She sees the person inside the vehicle screaming, "Oh, great, not that guy. Ugh, trash." Major Lee. I'm not too keen on him. When Margaret returns to the dormitory, Jajika is standing at the door waiting for her. "Jajika, Auntie Anna asked me to help her bake cakes for children in other conservation areas. I might be gone longer this time, but I'll bring back presents for you both." "Who's Auntie Anna?" "She's a friend of Uncle Uyos. I met her at the farm last time. She's quite nice." I checked. Pero Uyos Karamazov left Kartaki 6 months ago and boarded the Eternal Engine. "Margaret, I saw the instructor speaking of you." Jajika takes a deep breath, her eyes betraying her unease. Margaret pursues her lips, clearly caught off guard. "Yes, only the instructor has the clearance to take me to certain faraway places." "What? Why?" Also, she is the special child that she was talking about. Oh. But why? Like, does she have something like special power or something? Because I'm pretty sure I thought, not gonna lie, I thought it was Nervatia first. When the general and then Major Lee, they were talking about that special, like, child, something like that. So I thought it was Nervatia, not gonna lie. But, oh, I guess not. It was Margaret. Wow. That was kind of surprising for me. Okay. She hesitates for a long while before finally speaking in a faltering voice. "Margaret, where the hell have you been going?" Jajinka's voice trembles, her brow suddenly creased with urgency and anxiety. She steps forward and firmly grips Margaret's wrist. "Jajinka, you're hurting me." "What could be so important and you need to hide it from me and Nervatia? Aren't we supposed to be family? Is someone hurting you? Give me a name and I'll knock their teeth out." "That's not it, Jajinka." Margaret reaches out with her other hand, gently placing on Jajinka's wrist with the bracelet. "You and Nervatia both have your own talents, things only each of you can do, right? It's the same for me, but I need a little more time." "What?" "Margaret, please, I'm begging you, be straight with me." Jajinka speaks with an almost pleading sincerity. "I made promises to many people to keep the secret." "What?" Oh my god. Margaret shakes her head. "But I promise you, I made that decision so that I can stay with you and Nervatia. We're family, so please trust me and give me some time, okay?" Her pale fingers apply gentle pressure, slowly pushing away Jajinka's tight grip. "Margaret..." Just as their fingertips are about to part, Jajinka suddenly tightens her grip, firmly clasping Margaret's hand once more. "No matter your reason, neither Nervatia nor I will let anyone hurt you. I need you to swear you won't get hurt, Margaret." Jajinka squeezes Margaret's fingers, looking straight into her eyes with concern. She lets her pale purple gaze. "I swear, Jajinka." No, Major Lee was kind of sus. I don't really like cocky. Ooh, I skipped that part, sorry. Oh. Whoops, I did not mean to. Oh, Marcus forced to disappear. Okay. Oh, okay, I can just replay that anyway. To cancel a bookmark, you do have to go back to it. So, yeah, and then it cancels it out, so. Late at night, Nervatia is sitting at her desk and flipping through Born of the Storm, a book her instructor recommended. Suddenly, the door lock clicks behind her. "Margaret?" Margaret pushes open the door, staggers forward for half a step before going limp and collapsing straight to the floor. Margaret? Nervatia rushes over and helps her to the edge of the bed. What happened? Nervatia holds Margaret's burning wrist and gently lays her down on the bed. Only then does Nervatia see the exhausted look in her eyes beneath her silver hair. Margaret stares back with vacant eyes, struggling to breathe between painful, hissing gaps. Her normally rosy cheeks had turned deathly pale. I'll go get a doctor. Nervatia. She grasps Nervatia's hand. Then, with great effort, she shakes her head. I'm just a little tired. That's all. I'll be fine after some sleep. She forces a smile through the pain as sweat trickles down her face, dampening the pillow beneath her. What did they make you do? How could they put you through something like this? Don't you realize you were... She bites down on her words, refusing to let the rest of her sentence escape. Look, Nervatia. With trembling hands, Margaret reaches into her pocket, pulls out an elegantly packaged miniature blueberry cake. Very nicely of you. I didn't have to make it this time. The next time I can... I don't want this! Nervatia presses down on Margaret's outstretched hand, her voice finally breaking as her emotions spill over. I want you to be safe! Margaret! Don't you understand that? Nervatia? Stunned by Nervatia's rare display of intensity, Margaret falls silent for a moment. Seemingly realizing how harsh her outburst is, Nervatia reins in her emotions and takes a deep breath, taking her best to contain the worry that threatens to overflow from her heart. I'm sorry. She pauses briefly, her voice becoming gentle. It's alright, Nervatia. Margaret manages to force another smile. You still can't tell us anything about this, can you? The time is almost here. She closes her eyes and speaks softly, her voice barely above a whisper. Nervatia, can you turn the light off for me? I need to rest a little. Oh my god. Why? Deep into the night, most of the administrative building has melted with Kardaki's darkness, save for a single window on the fourth floor in the eastern wing, which still glows with warm light. Look, Mom, I don't want to argue. Just hear me out, okay? I don't want to hear it out. Boo! The young officer sits on the varnished hardwood desk with his back to the door, swirling a glass of brandy as he gazes at the star-speckled night sky. Beside him stands a stack of classical oil paintings, all premium decor he has selected for his new office. Dave, you signed me. Did you see my message this morning? You won't need to stay in our old place anymore. I arranged a new apartment for you here in Kardaki. No, that one too. I spent good money on it. What's the point if nobody lives there? Oh my gosh, does it not? This man... As the voice on the other end grows louder, eagerly Winston holds the terminal away from his ear. Right then, a faint rustling sound comes from beyond the door, but the Major, preoccupied with his call, fails to notice. Why are you so attached to that rundown unit they assigned you? Old man Ma? He spends every day by the grates outside the city. You would end up like him and spend the rest of your life with the dead? Fine. I won't argue with you. Tell Ma I'll buy him a place too. You two can still be neighbors. Happy now? Just then, a cold breeze sweeps into the room, ruffling the Major's meticulously trimmed hair and scattering official documents across the floor. Major Lee furrows his brow. Why has the wind outside suddenly picked up? Suddenly, a hand shoots out from behind him, clapping over his mouth and nose. Oh? Who's that? His combat-hardened muscles react before his mind can process. His right arm instantly tenses as he drives his elbow back into his tucker. The assailant lets out a dull grunt of pain, losing the grip just enough for the Major to seize his chance and violently rush the attacker's arm away. Who are you? As he tries to turn, a cough reeking of sickly sweet chemicals strikes like a serpent's tongue, wrapping tightly around his mouth and nose. What? The Major clutches desperately at the arm holding the cloth, bending his knee to kick at the desk. But in seconds, the arm he has just broken free from lunges at him again, pinning his body firmly in place. There's more than one attacker. The acrid chemicals flood his system through his nostrils, his vision gradually blurring as everything around him warps into abstract and distinct patches of color. Before his consciousness slips away completely, he clutches his jaw and summons his remaining strength to reach for the pocket on his chest. His arm falls heavily onto the desk. The sound of deep, later breathing fills the room. Oh, it was Dan? Oh, damn! I was not expecting it to be them. Damn. The two silence close the window, turn off the lights, and carry the unconscious Major Lee out before slowly closing the heavy door behind them. Then, everything returns to stillness. I was not expecting it to be Dan, to be honest. I didn't think it would go that far. I mean, I know they care about Margaret so much, but... Major Lee is awakened by a sharp pain between his eyebrows. He slowly opens his eyes, feeling the world spinning around him in the darkness. Ice-cold water hits his face. We can talk this through. I got plenty of money. He raises his head in terror, only to see two completely unexpected faces. You're awake? Had enough water? Sir, we'd like to have a word with you. Have you both lost your fucking minds? Major Lee struggles to stand, but the ropes binding his body keep him firmly in place. Nervatia, Tajinka, do you have any idea what you're doing? Can you just listen to what we have to? I am a decorated major in the world government, the newly appointed instructor of the Kardak courts. If anything happens to me, you're both finished. Ugh. We want to know if you're the one who took Margaret away on those days. Where did you take her? What did you do? Nervatia crouches down, looking him straight in the eyes. Help! Is anyone... Tajinka kicks in and shoves the rack into his mouth. This is the command center of the underground bunker. No one's coming to help you, even if you're Truer himself. I took counter and interrogation courses at the Flights Club. Do you know how the academic people used to treat enemy pilots? He takes out a pair of tongs from a crate and thrusts them into the nearby furnace. Oh my god! I'm disturbed now. Oh my god! Major Lee's pupils stricken fear. But when he knows that Tajinka, the unpredictable girl, might actually torture him out of vengeance. He looks anxiously toward Nervatia, hoping she will tuck some sense into Tajinka. Be careful. Don't make him go into shock. I was not expecting that. Oh my god, I had no words. Tajinka smirks coldly as she pulls the glowing red tongs from the furnace and waves them back and forth in front of Major Lee's face. We just want to know what you did to Margaret. Can you promise to answer our questions honestly? He nods frantically. Her body stands and exchanges a glance with Tajinka. Tajinka tosses aside the tongs and yanks the rack out of his mouth. I took Margaret to the Kardaki Research Institute, the place where you had your rally, right under the Alliance Heritage Monument. The Research Institute? What were you doing there? The Kardaki Research Institute is under the World Governance direct control. Everyone there works with Babylonia, and only the colony knows what they're really doing. Is this the construct thing? She used to just go once a month, but later their demands have become more frequent. Nervatia suddenly recalls her first night after moving into room 303. Where were you last night? You didn't come back to the dorm. So, what's been happening all this time? Are they hurting Margaret? Why is she always so unwell when she returns? This isn't one of the movies. The Institute's work is all supervised by the Control Court. There aren't any twisted human experiments happening there. I don't know the specifics, and honestly, I don't care what she's been through. All that matters is if I bring her back there tomorrow. The government will allocate more funding to Kardaki again. Great, so all these care about money? Ugh. Tomorrow? She was just there for 2 days. Tajinka rushes forward and grabs Major by his collar. Do you think Kardaki can stand against the punishing virus on its own? This is modern warfare. We won't survive without the government's resources. Okay, so he is one of those people that he doesn't really believe in hope and stuff. Oh my goodness. She's turning right now. We won't let you take her. I'm afraid that's not up to you. Hurried footsteps echo from the hallway outside. The Major tilts his head back. A smug smile slowly spreading across his face. And of course, okay, I knew he called someone, you know. Instead of worrying about her, you should be worried about yourselves. The door behind Nervatia is kicked open as several fully armed soldiers rush in, training their weapons on the pair. Don't move! Get down, or we'll open fire. How did it get here so fast? The soldier's quickly untie immediately, as he works his neck and wrist. Looks down with smug superiority at Chichika and Rubatia, who are now pinned to the ground. I still don't like it. Ugh. What did you do? He literally pulls his golden pocket watch from his breast pocket. It's installed with a tracker that's meant to protect me from assassins, but you two brats gave me a reason to use it. I don't know. This man... How paranoid. Scouts Margaret and Nervati have openly attacked a military officer. According to the disciplinary regulations in the Scout Handbook, they are hereby temporarily sentenced to detention, pending a formal Scout tribunal. He's trash. I don't like him. Take them to detention. Take them to the detention cell. He's trash. I don't really... The morning light filters through the air vent, prying open a small bright spot in the gloomy detention cell. The smell of rust and disinfectant permeates the cramped space. Tajika leans against the iron bars, sniffles, and with an expression that screams, "Just our rotten luck." Your plan wasn't exactly foolproof, was it? But it even last one night. Funny, that wasn't what you said yesterday when I asked for your input. How could I be so stupid and not searching? God, I could kick myself right now. At least he learned from our mistake. Nervati leans against the bars, eyeing the crate next to Tajinka's cell. It's piled with various items confiscated from the two of them, including but not limited to ropes, sedatives, their bracelets, and Morgan. I just heard that the guards outside are going to change ships. Must be getting late. We had to stop the instructor from taking Margaret. What do you want to do? Oh? This lock is a piece of old junk. No one's watching right now, so this is our chance. Tajika reaches out through the cell bars, grasps the padlock, and smashes it hard against the bars. Keep it down, will you? It's like the rocket factory's up and running again. Shh! This damn thing is too tough. The piece of old junk proves more resilient than Tajika has anticipated. Vatia crouches down, carefully examining the mechanism on her own cell door. If I have a metal strip or a wire, I can pick this. Huh? You know how to pick locks? It was in one of the elective course textbooks. I read it once and committed it to memory. It's irritating when you talk like that. Tajika rests her hands on the bars and clicks her tongue in displeasure. Seeing this, Nervatia's eyes widen as if struck by inspiration. Tajinka, can you reach that box over there? I can try. What are you up to? Hand me Morgan. Tajika freezes for a moment. Are you trying to break it open to pick the lock? Are you sure? You nearly bit my head off last time I just held it in my hand. It was the only thing by my side when I woke up. Nothing was more important to me back then. Nervatia smiles, giving Tajika a nod. But now there are. Yeah, I'm glad we're finally out. I was suffocating in there. Tajinka pushes open the creaky iron door, stands in the sunlight that is streaming through the vent, and stretches her body. Suddenly, she seems to hear something, her ears twitching slightly. The cars are coming back. I don't hear anything. I'm a pilot, after all. She taps her ear. There are plenty of guards posted outside the institute. I'll find a way to draw them away while you go rescue Margaret. Don't hold me up, Nervatia. Without hesitation, Tajinka pushes open the door to the detention cell, and blinding light floods in instantly. Tajinka! Nervatia calls out loudly. Tajinka pauses, looking back over her shoulder. Be careful. Duh! Without looking back, Tajinka charges straight into the light. Nervatia turns around and picks up the bracelets Margaret gave both of them, putting them all on her wrist. Wait for me, Margaret. To protect the one they call family, the two girls step forward in different directions at the same time. Dang, this part is longer than I thought. No, go ahead. The automatic door to the control room slides open as today's operator walks in, bringing with her the still air from the corridor and the bitter, burnt smell of coffee. Here you go, Chief. You've been working long shifts for 2 days now. Oh, I can't. I don't want to yawn. Oh, sorry. Thanks. I feel like I'll be meeting Dominic if I pull one more all-nighter. Damn, is everyone... I feel like a lot of people, like... I don't know. I feel like in general with characters, they always tend to be workaholic. Ugh. The operator places the steaming coffee next to the main console. Looking up, she notices the portrait of a silver-haired girl flashing on the holographic screen. Huh? Isn't that the girl who's always visiting the department next door? The one who brings cakes all the time? Yeah, I heard they're almost done with their test over there. Yeah, a stable sync rate of 92.7%. Higher than all the previous results. This girl definitely going to make it. I can't tell if they're... I don't know what it is. Is it like... Is it really like I was thinking construct, but I don't know. The operator leans in curiously, her fingers unconsciously swiping through the screen. Quit snooping. Have you finished your own work yet? The sooner we sort out these test data, the sooner we can clock out. The man clicks his tongue in annoyance, swatting the operator's hand away. I'm on it. Look, Chief. The woman presses her fingers against the control panel. And the massive arc-shaped screen that covers half the wall suddenly lights up. At the center of the display is a massive, glowing golden core that's pulsating rhythmically with thin layers of structural encasements. This is Kartaki Reactor Number 4, the eternal beating steel heart of the city. Countless streams of brilliant light extend outward from the core, resembling blood vessels and neural networks. They fill the entire screen and continue to branch out until they reach the dotted lines marking the screen's edges. These connections reach every corner of Kartaki, channeling energy produced by the harmonic reactions of the mine to the city's power grid, central water system, CPF, and factories, sustaining tens of thousands. The nighttime low power mode has been disengaged. Another half hour. Wait. What? She stops mid-sentence, her gaze freezing on the corner of the screen. Chief, take a look at this. What is it? The operator points to the safety warning light in the corner. It's on? The man suddenly freezes, his eyes widening as his coffee cup hangs suspended in midair. I worked here for years and I've never seen it lighted up before. What does the safety manual say about this? Go check. Safety manual. Her heart in her throat. She frantically flips through the small booklet beside her. One light. Found it. One light means there's partial core degradation that may affect the artificial mind's reactive efficiency. It recommends reporting this to the higher-ups and performing maintenance checks. Holy crap! It scared the life out of me. Realizing it's a false alarm, she slips back in her chair and lets out a long exhale. Didn't the Science Council just send people here for maintenance last month? That's weird. The man mumbles to himself, stroking his chin as he turns and walks out the door. Where are you going, Chief? The manual says to report it to the higher-ups. Wait up! It's suffocating here. I need some fresh air too. The operator activates the automatic monitoring system, grabs her coat, and hurries after him. The motion sensors turn on the lights, and the room is plunged back into silence. Only the reactor number 4 behind the glass window is still emitting a low hum. The massive structure's silhouette nearly merges with the building itself in the darkness. Its countless indicator lights blinking like clusters of stars across the swarm. Energy sufficient to illuminate the entire city pulses steadily into the depths below. In the corner beyond sight, a wave of harsh red lights suddenly surges to life. Oh! No, let's get away. Oh! Oh my god. Oh, wow. Background changed already? Damn. Jeez. Oh, I didn't even know if you go like this. Damn.